What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve. This young lady right here, this is my baby girl. Only girl I got. I had 4 boys, and then Jamie and I were like, what? We're having a girl? There she is. So anyhow, we got some pretty cool stuff going on. Our boat is still in South Carolina. Tidewater is taking care of it. Our friend Chris, he sent me some pictures. I can't wait to get it back so we can show you guys. We're gonna do a walk around on the boat and looking forward to that. But my brother and my sister-in-law Lori, so Brian and Lori are in town and we want to take them fishing. So we're gonna catch some bait and then we're gonna go out to the Intercoastal and see if we can't catch some fish to take home for dinner. I promised them a nice fish dinner.
Dad, something just squirted water.
Clam. Come here, babe. Quick. These are all, you gotta check for bands on the legs. If they have white bands on the legs, they're stone crabs. And those you do not want to keep. So make sure you're checking them out really good. Because stone crabs and mud crabs are very similar looking.
That is stone crab.
Easy for you to say.
Stone crab claw.
Oh, that's a stone crab. You can really tell the difference when they get a little bit older. That's why you gotta be careful when you're using the smaller ones for bait, but you can see the stripes that they have on their legs. Really smooth shell, spots. Had another baby one right over here. There's a baby one. But there are a lot of similarities. These have specific restrictions, so size, and you're only allowed to keep the claw, so just be very careful because you can get in a lot of trouble. So if you're not sure, don't do this. Here's a perfect example. Here, I'm gonna gently put this down. Come over on this side, honey. He'll probably go right back under. Don't get pinched by these dudes. But here's an older stone crab.
Oh, that's a nice one, Daddy.
Now he is missing a claw. So this would be too short to keep. But you see the white stripes. You can really tell when they're older. But you can just stick them right in the joint right there and they'll pop that off. But this is too small. He's still a young guy. But he got into a fight and lost his claw not long ago. It's already healed over, but so they have a theory. They used to say, take one claw, let him go. Well, they did some studies and they found that claw, having one claw makes that crab feel like he's still able to fight and defend himself really well. And what they found was happening is they were getting killed by other crabs that had both claws. So now they're saying take both claws, then he'll go bury in the mud until they grow back. Without both claws, they're like, yeah, I'm not fighting. So the survival rate is much better. Now, I've often thought this, how cool is it that we can have crab without killing the crab? Is that not awesome? I mean, when's the last time you guys went out and cut a backstrap off of a deer or a cow and came home and had, you know, a nice steak and then let it go? It's not possible. With these guys, it is. I think that's awesome. All right, go get bigger. Get back in your hole. Drop the girls off at the beach. Ellie! She's torn. Every time they go to the beach, She wants to go to the beach, but then she really wants to go fishing. So anyhow, it's my brother Brian again. You guys haven't seen him in a while.
Hey guys.
We're gonna try to catch something for dinner. There's Big Ben. Whatever happened to that haircut you got?
It's gone.
It is gone. We have got an incoming tide. So I think we're gonna try to get out of the wind over here and see if we can't find some sheepshead. We got a bunch of those crabs, so we should be able to catch something, hopefully. All right, second pole, Brian, right there. All right, get ready. Watch your slack in the water because he's there. I'm telling you. Let him eat it, buddy. Watch your slack in the water. Okay, he's got it. Now let him eat it. Open your bail. Let him eat it. All right, see if he's home. Go.
There we go.
Good. Good job, Ben. Good job, Ben. Let me grab the net, brother. Keep him in the... Oh, yeah, that's a good one, bud. He's a keeper. Okay. Nice. Boom, baby.
Good job, Benny.
Yep, you got you. There's another one right up by that pole, Brian. They're tough, but when you find them, they are eating. Dude, that thing is fighting like a stud. Look at that thing. Keep him in the water. That's the one that just ate Ben. Heck yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I said he's about 18. It looked like he's probably 17 anyway. That will work. Guys, we've been looking and looking and looking, and finally Ben just had a bite and he followed it right to the boat. So he took his bait, so he dropped right in on him, and there he is. Look at how dark this one is. Pretty awesome. Don't they look like tautog?
Yeah, they do. Oh, there's a name I was in.
Yeah, no doubt, huh? We used to catch tautags as a kid in Massachusetts. Oh, nice.
You want to dump it in there for a second?
Yep, that'll work. Get him on ice. Good job. Well, we figured out something anyway. We'll go find some more. 2 of those would feed us. A couple of nice fillets. So it was that pole right there, right, Ben?
Yeah. Let me get it back.
Yep. Just bump it a little bit further, Brian. That'll probably work right there. This side is the one that's got the hook in his mouth. That side is the one that just ate that huge crab. See it running? I think. Oh, eat it. There he is, Brian. Not as big as your guys is, but he's a keeper. I better measure him to be sure, but yeah, he's all at 12. Pretty in the sun, aren't they? Ben's hooked up. Oh. He might be a keeper.
Hey, Ben. Good job, bud.
About, I would say 13 and a half, 14. Well, he's 12, but let him grow. It's amazing. This guy, look at how much wider this one is than just a couple inches longer. All right, buddy, let's get a crab on and get back in there. These are not the big boys that we were hooking up to. All right, guys, let them rip. Oh, that's the cast right there, Brian. Do you have a bite? Did you take your bait? Brian, reel it up, throw it over there. Oh, whoop, yes, quick, 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 put it right here. I just walked, oh, yeah, good job, Benjamin. Never mind, Brian, he got him. Oh, he's doing the flip. That's a good one, buddy. Give me a pound. Been a minute, huh?
Yeah.
Like literally, just a minute. Is there another one there, Brian? That was too crazy, man. I thought he ate your bait and then he chased it right up.
This is probably the one that was eating your bait.
Yeah, maybe. Try it again, boys. Okay, Brian's got $5 for the first person that hooks up. All right. Looks like he owes you $5. Oh, it's a flipper. He's probably close. 11 anyway, but good job, Ben. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness.
Ben, if mine's bigger, you owe me 10.
Oh, oh, oh. You hear that, Ben? He dropped his neck in the water. You're sneaky, dude. Oh, that's a good one. He'll keep. Oh, what, does that hurt? He's not doing that on purpose. Trust me. I know him. He would never do that.
Never do that on purpose to anybody. Ben
Says the guy that used to pin me down and do the stringy spit thing until it touched my nose and then suck it back up. Which wouldn't have been so bad, except his breath was terrible.
Allegedly.
We got dinner, guys. That's a catch, clean, and cook. What do you say? We go to the pick up the girls at the beach?
Yeah.
Yep. Great fishing with you. Thanks for coming out today. Thank you, tree. Thanks, bro.
Of course. Let's go eat these bad boys. So I think this is all from the hurricane, Brian. So just before the hurricane came,
Yeah.
this dock right here had to get replaced. If you look, you can see these poles are still kind of black. A boat burned right here and it burnt this whole thing. So,
Oh,
so you can see where the
yeah.
deck has been replaced.
Yeah.
What happened? Did you get cold? You look cute with your dad's hat on.
Just sit there, man.
What's up, sis?
Hey, living life.
Where's the other girl to go with?
In the bathhouse. We'll be right out.
Jamie, I'll step on that. Hey, man. Nice meeting you.
What was your name again?
Pete. Yeah.
Hey, you're going to be on the next video.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, man.
Recognized our voice.
That guy looked like he's having a rough day. Yes,
What's his name? Pete? Pete.
He.
Too cool. Hey, you drove a boat before, haven't you, brother? Once or twice. All right, hop on, kiddo. All right, let's go eat. All right, well, we're back at the house. Leave it in the comment section below if you know what that is, because I'm thinking grapefruit, right? Nope. Ponderosa lemon. This sucker's been hanging on a tree at my neighbor's house since before we moved down here, which has been over a year. And I asked him, I said, hey, aren't you gonna pick that grapefruit? He's like, no, that's a lemon. I was like, really? He goes, you want to try one? I said, yeah. So he sent that home with me and I'm gonna put it in a video because that's awesome. So anyways, the other thing I wanted to do is check this out. Hello. We get to take some tomatoes. They are all coming ripe at the same time. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I need to make something with lemon and tomatoes. So let's do that. But first, I gotta fillet these bad boys right here. It's pretty awesome out there having my son Ben and my big brother Brian out there fishing together. That was pretty cool. These guys have huge rib cages, like major rib cages, which I've talked about before. So you get that top loin, then it disappears and you can get the bottom fillet here. But they have super tough scales. So I'm going to try to get up underneath the scales, come down this way. Right out the tail. Now I can come up underneath. There's the rib cage. I'll go just past it. Back through there. Look at the size of those scales, guys. It's like armor. Follow those bones all the way down. And there's that beautiful white meat. There's the rib cage. And now I can just kind of come up and I'm gonna end it right there. Follow it all the way down. Try and turn this so you guys can see it. And then out we go. Boom, just like that. Now we have a couple of pin bones, maybe the last rib bone, but we'll clean that up. Okay, let's skin this sucker out. I leave a little bit here on the end because that's mostly bloodline and connective tissue, and that gives you something to hold on to right there. And let's just run that knife right down the fillet, between the skin and the fillet. There you go. Just kind of go at a V away from it. V away from it. And then we'll cut this right off. Right here. I'm going to finish getting the fillets off of these bad boys. And then we're going to get this fish prepared. Check these out. Pretty nice for growing them right on the patio. Not a bad day's work right there. Nice fillets. So we got some garlic and we got some basil. Now, I'm just going to wing it, guys. I don't have a recipe. I got this huge lemon. I got these wonderful tomatoes. What can I make? I'm just going to wing it. We're going to make it work one way or another. It's better if you rip the basil. It releases more flavor. So we may do a little bit like that. But that takes forever. I'm really not into it. So let's just do this. Let's just roughly chop it up. And we're going to put some in our sauce, but then some of it we're going to add to the fish while it's cooking. So there we go. We're going to add a little bit of, can you read that?
I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not a wine drinker.
Brian, you want to give it a whirl?
Pinot Grigio from California.
See, my brother knows. He's a wine drinker. If it said Budweiser or Corona, I'd have told you. We'd have been good. So we're just going to put a little bit in here, regardless of what kind of wine it is. All right, we're going to throw our garlic right in there too. And I'm going to throw a little bit of chili powder. Maybe a little more than a little bit. It's a little tacky. Here we go. I'm just going to go with some ground pepper. Let's go right out the spout here. And some pink Himalayan. All right. I'm going to throw this in there. I'm going to put some olive oil in there, but let's warm this up. I'll put background music so we can't hear you talking. That's right, I'm talking to Brian. What were you whispering about?
So good to chef you are.
Oh, shut up, you're a liar. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of this extra virgin olive oil. I'll tell you what, we're going to throw a little bit of this lemon zest in there. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of the juice from this bad boy. But save it, set it aside, because after we zest it, we're going to need some slices for the actual plate itself. I don't want to overcook it. Oh my goodness, that smells pretty good already. I don't think you can go wrong with garlic and basil. Wow, these things are super juicy. Nice. Boy, these things are easier to work with. All right. Let's get our tomatoes cut up and some more basil. Now, what I want to do is I want to rub these all down with olive oil with some nice basil there, and then we'll toss it all up. And then we can put these quite literally on the grill right now, because that sucker's got to be 400 degrees. Once these start to wilt, then we'll add the fish to it. We'll put the basil in there. And then we're going to put some of this right on top. And toss it all up. I'm going to put some more salt and pepper on there too. Guys, the reason I'm using the already granulated stuff is because my grinders that I have, I should buy another one. It's too coarse, and I don't feel that it flavors your food as well when it's just chunks. All right. Now what I want to do, guys, is I'm just going to add a little bit of this, no salt added, tomato sauce. Not much. I just want a little bit on the bottom. And we'll work that all in there with that olive oil and everything. We'll go put this on the Traeger. Okay, so this was on the grill at like 350 degrees for probably maybe 8 or 9 minutes. Lay these fillets right down on the bottom. There we go. Now let's add some of our sauce. So that's probably all we need of that. We'll get a little of this. So I drained a lot of that liquid off because I really want to put the rest of this garlic and stuff in here. But I got to tell you, right now I'm sitting here, my brother's over there on the couch watching me cook, and Lori's over there holding the giggle back. My brother, it'll never change. How old are you? What? It doesn't matter. You're a lot older than me, and he's over there trying to press a button on his phone for a fart app. Go ahead, Brian. Just, I'm sorry, one more time. Now get the smile on his face. You, whatever, Brian. You see what I got to deal with? My whole life. It's actually pretty cool, but anyways, let's get to eating. Oh my goodness, does that smell amazing, huh?
Don't hurt yourself, honey.
You sure you don't want to do the spit thing on my face?
Get on the floor.
Yeah. He was just trying to work out with my 30-pound dumbbells.
Let me get some licorice. Black licorice.
Black licorice. Oh, that makes it stringy. The
Well,
spit.
it makes it really gross when it comes out.
Yeah. It was really gross regardless. But anyhow, this... Oh gosh, we just got to finish this video because... Anyway, look at that. It smells really good.
It does smell good.
It smells really good. All right, let's plate this up. Dig in and see what you think. I think it looks pretty good myself. If we're not following a recipe. Okay, that one's got more, so we'll give it to Ben because that dude's a bottomless pit. Go ahead, give it a whirl.
Presentation is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a bad presentation.
Obviously, this is the one I caught.
Why is that? Because it's the biggest one?
I think so. Anybody else want it?
Is it that bad?
It's horrible.
I don't see. We were raised to be honest.
I will finish it though.
Okay, good.
Very good. Very good.
What about you?
Finally, I
Ben?
get some decent seafood down here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Everything they fry.
Yep. I haven't heard whether you like it or not, big guy.
It's amazing.
Is it? Awesome. that's good.
Let me try yours. Did you cook his different?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is way better.
You're gonna steal his? But that was fun.
This kills me to say, but this is really good.
All right. Lori and Brian are heading back in the morning, and they're going back to Michigan. Hopefully you don't hit too much snow because it's pretty nasty up there from what I've heard. But
Do appreciate you getting us out on the water.
Yeah.
We tried a couple of times, but
we were supposed to have our boat back, but Chris at Tidewater was like, I need a couple more days. He's doing a bunch of cool stuff to it and hooking us up. So I was like, keep it. We'll get out there one way or another. And you know what? It was super windy anyhow. So even if we wouldn't have been able to get offshore. So the pontoon worked great. Thanks, Dad, for letting us use that. And that's pretty much what we got. So anyhow,
cheers.
we love you. Thanks for watching, and we are out.